Okay, again, before I start this video, I'm really sorry that my reaction to these trades always come a day after they actually happen, and the reason as to why is, these trades, they always happen when I'm in school, and the way my schedule just shapes out, I just post my reaction videos, to these trades a day after they happen. So, again, I'm truly sorry about that, but better late than never. And yeah, Khalil Mack, he's now a Los Angeles Charger, and I was truly taken aback and shocked and mind blown and surprised. I was absolutely again. All the words you can think of, all the synonyms to surprised you can think of. That's how I was feeling when I saw this trade. I really was truly shocked, when I saw this, because I did not really think that Khalil Mack was going to be traded in the offseason. I thought there was like a really, really slim chance that he would get moved, but I didn't really expect it, But here we are. He just got traded to the Los Angeles Chargers, and again, holy shit, he really got traded. I really am surprised, but yeah, anyways, breaking down the trade details, the Los Angeles Chargers, they get Khalil Mack, and the Bears, they get a second round pick and a sixth round pick. Now, breaking down the Bears side of things, I think this is pretty interesting because I saw mixed reactions, on Twitter, about what the Bears got, and, for trading, for trading Khalil Mack and, just the idea of them trading Khalil Mack. When I checked Twitter, there was mixed reactions. There's people who, who understood why, but there's also people, who did not like it and thought that the Bears got fleeced and, thought it was dumb for them to trade Khalil Mack. And to be honest, I don't really, I can understand why they were to trade, why they did trade Khalil Mack. And, I don't think this is actually a horrible trade for Chicago, because you gotta, when they made this trade, I think the Chicago Bears, kind of just told people that, in a way, that this is going to be a little bit of a process, and they really do want to rebuild, and Khalil Mack doesn't really fit the timeline, for, or he really just does not fit the direction that the Chicago Bears want to go in. So yeah, I can understand why they were to trade Khalil Mack. I really can, but it's really not a matter of talent, because Khalil Mack, he's one of the best edge rushers in the NFL, and if they wanted to win now, they wouldn't trade him. But it really just seems like they want to go in a little bit more of a rebuilding direction, and because of that, it does make sense to trade Khalil, because this guy, he is on the wrong side of 30, and he does have a really big contract. Now, that being said, I'm not saying he's overpaid, and I can understand why he has a big contract, because he is one of the best edge rushers in the NFL, but again, he just doesn't really fit their timeline, and I can understand why Chicago did end up, trading him. But anyways, I have seen some people also say that they thought the Bears could have gotten like a little bit more, and I do kind of agree with that. I do kind of agree with that. They could have gotten like a little bit more for Khalil Mack, but at the same time, you do need to keep in mind that, his age and, the fact that he's coming off foot surgery, did lower his value a little bit, so I can understand why they maybe got like a little bit less compared to, what they would have gotten, in previous years. But I don't think this is really that bad of a trade for the Chicago Bears, and I'm gonna give them like a B to like a B plus. I think that's a pretty fair grade. Definitely not that bad of a trade, but at the same time, I wouldn't call it like a hit, a home run or anything like that. I'm not gonna give them an A plus, but I will give an A plus to the Los Angeles Chargers. I really love this move for them. They really needed defensive line help because Joey Bosa was basically carrying that defensive line, and him and Derwin James, and I guess you could say like guys like Kaiser White. They do have some other solid players, but their defense was pretty much Derwin James and Joey Bosa, and not a whole lot, outside of those two. So, they really did need some help on the defensive side of the ball. And they got one of the best edge rushers in the NFL, to try and, patch up some of their weaknesses on that side of the ball, I absolutely love this move, as I said before. Khalil Mack, as I said before, he's one of the best edge rushers in the NFL when he's on the field. The Chargers, they need run defense. Khalil Mack, really good at stopping the run and just good at anything you want from an edge rusher, as I said before, stopping the run, getting sacks, getting pressure on the quarterback. The Chargers, they needed that, and they needed an edge rusher, alongside Joey Bosa, and they got one of the best in the game. And I mean, Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack, I think they form probably the best edge rusher duo in the NFL. Like, who else is better? I really can't think of anyone off the top of my head that I would say is a better edge rusher duo than these two. I mean, Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa, that is a scary, scary combo. So I really love this trade for the Los Angeles Chargers, and I think this is a solid trade for the Bears as well, given the fact that, they wanted to head in a little bit more of a rebuilding direction. So, I mean, A+ for the Chargers, B plus for the Chicago Bears. But aside from that, that's pretty much all I gotta say for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really does mean a lot to me. If you guys enjoyed, like and subscribe and do all of that stuff. And without further ado, I'm out, you guys.